XRP still holding its top 10 crypto rank, but other than that, there's very little happening in the crypto market the past couple of days. Ripple is still going toe-to-toe with the SEC, and that's one major factor that's causing a bearish trend on this crypto. But for some reason, XRP is always in the top 10 cryptos. Why is that? Anyway, today we're going to be taking a look at some of the latest news as we try to uncover the real factor that drives this coin's strength, why it's not losing as much value as most people thought. Before we get down to that, let's roll that intro. As always, welcome to Money Side, your favorite crypto channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you get updates when we drop new videos. Don't forget to smash that like button, and you can always leave a comment or a question in the section below.
Is there a sense of how much people are going to stake kind of in the initial months of the merge and what that will mean for what Ethereum is worth?
Well, there's already an enormous amount of Ether staked in the beacon chain. The merge is essentially moving the consensus chain and the execution chain together into a single system. So there's already a huge amount of Ether staked, and we anticipate that with the reduction in this overhanging uncertainty, once the merge is complete, that many more actors, including institutions, financial institutions, will take that as a go sign that the coast is clear and that they can treat Ether, a yielding asset, as something that they want to participate in as a decorrelated or uncorrelated asset, and an infrastructure that they already consider potentially systemically important in the future and need to gain expertise in. And so we've spoken to many financial institutions that are ready to dive in.
I'm really curious here about staking and some of the dynamics here. Do you fear that staking as a business, as you see Coinbase doing more of, and as you'd like to see more financial institutions do to encourage more staking to build this network, do you think it can come under scrutiny from regulators who fear that this is a yield-generating product, that this is could cause some liquidity mismatches, as we've seen in some other yield products in the crypto space?
Yeah, well, it is under scrutiny by regulators. Everything we do is under scrutiny by regulators. And since the start of the advent of our ecosystem, we've been progressively decentralizing what we do. We couldn't start out massively decentralized, and that is the goal. And every time that hackers or attackers within the rules in our ecosystem to try to exploit certain systems for monetary gain, or regulators identify weaknesses, and some of those weaknesses are in the form of centralization in our technology. We take that as a teaching signal, and that's where we focus next on making things rigorously, maximally decentralized. And so we already have a lot of work underway to decentralize every aspect of the staking ecosystem.
Joe, just want to squeeze this in quickly. So one word answer. When do you think the flippening might happen?
Soon.
This video is quite informative. How does he know that the whole new system will work, let alone function better? Granted, the framework of POS makes this network more scalable, but that doesn't directly state that this network will work. If you listen to that video closely, something stands out. The regulatory body has for some reason given Ethereum a free hall pass, which honestly doesn't make sense. They can't apply the law to a select few cryptos except Ethereum, and why is that? And why have they given Ethereum and Bitcoin hall passes? It's not fair, and this court case should have already been closed. As a matter of fact, the SEC should immediately settle with Ripple before they get exposed, because this shows clearly they're not fair to everyone. As the U.S. continues to choke up Ripple, the rest of the world is embracing this company. This article talks about the partnership between Ripple's carrier, Temenos, and how this company partners with Bhawan Cybertech to expand its presence in India, Sri Lanka, and neighboring countries. And don't even get me started on the presence that Ripple has in the Middle East and Asia.
We started looking into solutions in the market. We're looking for a future-proof technological solution. And at the top of these solutions, we found Ripple to manage our, or to address all our strategic asks, which is basically a fast, cheap, transparent and safe transaction.
As a receiving bank in India, I mean, we are one of those players who are extremely focused as far as cross-border payments is concerned, and remittances is a big opportunity for India in the overall scheme of things, with the last World Bank report having talked about almost 79 billion coming to the country in 2018. When we first met Mr. Rao from Ripple, it happened at one of the large global networking events. We realized that it's something which is very different and very unique, and what the world had not seen all this while, and sort of lashed onto the opportunity, got discussing, trying to figure out what is it that we could do.
During our search for a partner on Ripple, we partnered with Indocent for many, many reasons. We've gone through a lot of selection criteria and due diligence, and we started to collectively start this journey together. The fact that you can see where a transaction is happening, so it tells you that it left the organization, it's on the way to be received to the other client and then received by other client. So we'll have to build a customer experience around that to make sure that the customer feels so comfortable when using it.
It has been one of the most pleasant experiences in terms of going live with a new partner. See, I've been in this business for almost 15 years now, and normally one were to do a bilateral tie-up with a counterparty on the other side, it could take you months. I mean, the legal agreements, time-consuming, talks between technology teams, coming to understanding and agreement. It can take ages, and at times it can be very, very frustrating. And Ms. Gara rightly said, I think this was one of those integrations that perhaps was up and running in a span of about 1.5 months.
Literally, the only problem this company is facing is the SEC, specifically the SEC in the U.S. Other banking companies, such as Bank of America, are already in bed with Ripple. Now, I really don't understand the SEC's objective in this case. They have been pushed by the public to create regulations. At least the rest of the crypto companies have some regulatory clarity, but the SEC hasn't done that yet. They've been asked to hand over documents of conversations between their staff, which could potentially lead to the end of this case. That they don't want that. So the SEC wants Ripple and its CEOs to pay up for rules they didn't know they crossed, and they don't care whether they tarnish their name in the process. Who's the SEC trying to protect, by the way? What's their end game with the case? Are they planning to intimidate Ripple into submission? You can always let me know what you think in the comment section below. As always, do your own research and always trade safely, guys. Please keep in mind we're not a licensed financial advisor. All videos on this channel are intended for entertainment purposes only. You can always let us know what you think in the comment section below. Let's have a conversation. Thank you so very much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, and please click on that subscribe button below and turn on notifications so you get informed whenever we post our amazing content. We'll look forward to seeing you on the next Money Side.